Hi guys, and welcome to episode 3 with Zeus Gaming UK about how to set up your Mixer account. If you are watching and you enjoy what you see, please helps a great deal by whacking that subscribe down there. And I stream quite regularly at the moment because as this is being recorded, we are in the middle of COVID-19 and the pandemic. So streaming a lot more than usual. So please come past, check it out, say hi, chat. And again, that's the same handle, that's Zeus Gaming UK. If I'm not there and I'm not live and there's some things you'd like to know or ask, you can comment in this video below. Alternatively, feel free to join the Discord channel, which I will link just below as well. So what is this episode about? So what we are now going to do is look at setting your Mixer account up for the very first time. Rather than taking you onto my existing account and doing it through that and you not getting a great feel for how this is going to work, what I'm going to do, or what I've already done, is created a brand new email address. And I'm going to go onto Mixer and set things up real time so you can watch and understand exactly how that is going to work. So let's get straight over to it. If you do have any questions, like I said, please use one of the recommendations I've already given, and let's crack straight on. Okay, so we are going to head right across to mix.com now. It's probably worth you having your email or Gmail, whatever you may be using, open as well at this stage. And you're going to go and sign in for the first time. Now, I have already signed in, and it's given me this quite funky, interesting name. But you should see sign in up here on the top right-hand corner. When you click that, it then should give you a sign in button or box. Now, if you haven't used Mixer before, at this stage, what you're going to need to do, or if you don't have a Microsoft account, is type your email address in and hit next. That's going to let you know straight away whether you have said Microsoft affiliated account. If you don't, no trouble, really easy and simple to set up. You would just whack, like I said, the email address in that you're going to be using, hit next. Microsoft will tell you if you don't have one, and it will then prompt you in a little bit of blue writing saying get a new one or start one, and you'll click that and follow the steps. I've been unable to film this part because it requires me putting some personal information in, so obviously for GDPR purposes I can't share that with you guys. But if you are having any trouble with these steps in particular, come and talk to me, comment below, look at my Discord, ask me some questions, and I will help you every way I can. So let's say that you are now logged in and this is the first time on your profile. You can click your default image in the top right hand corner where you're going to get your pre-given name and some other information. So straight away, I want to go straight over to your broadcast dashboard. And I want to go straight on to get started. Now, you guys aren't going to need to watch this here with me because you're going to need to watch it yourself as well. So we're going to skim over this in this video pretty promptly. But there are some videos and bits and pieces that you are going to need to watch. So attention. Read through, listen, and learn about what it is that you need to do and observe and comply to whilst you're on Mixer. Okay, guys, so you should be back with me now. So you've watched your videos, and we are going to flip through. One of the first things that we need to do, and this takes 24 hours to get. It's important we get this done pretty promptly, and that's request a stream key. So they're going to go behind the scenes and do a few really top level checks to start with. But if you come back to this page after this time has expired, your key will be available. And in the next video, we'll go through in a little bit more detail about why that's needed. And the reason why we're going to put that into another video is there's plenty of things that we can be getting on with whilst this is ticking down. Starting by hitting that customize button. So I'm hoping that you took some of my advice and you did go ahead and create yourself a logo. If you haven't, it's no big deal. I am going to show you now on the screen the app that I spoke about in my last video, where you can go away and create one. But let's say you do have that created. And what we're going to do now is just click on this avatar button that's going to bring up everything you have. So I'm a little bit organized. So everything that I use is in my streaming images. Here is my current logo that I use for Zeus. So I am just going to use this for this channel. for all intent purposes on giving you a demonstration. You have an ability to kind of resize, choose where you want it to be, and then you upload. Don't be too disappointed if it doesn't pop up straight away. I have noticed it does take a little bit of time to kick in, but that isn't a huge issue. If it doesn't come back after, say, 10 minutes, just do the process again and it will upload. Whilst that's doing its thing, I'd like us to skip ahead and start looking at channel description, because this is what people will see when they are on your channel. So let's head into edit description. And this is going to be below your live footage whilst you're streaming. Now, to stand out and be a little bit different, and trying to keep it kind of on brand, yep, that word again that I've spoken about before, I would suggest that you try to create some custom panels. Now, that is not as difficult as what it sounds. And I'm going to head straight over to a website that I have open here, which is called Canva. I'm going to link it below. I'm already logged in, but it's completely free of charge and doesn't take long to set up at all. And you can create a free account. What you're going to do is when you are logged in is hit on Create Design. You're going to go straight to Custom Dimensions. And the size that I use for mine is 400 by 75. And then we're going to go straight into Create Design. That's going to give us this template. Now we have a whole host of fancy bits and pieces that we can do down the side, from custom photos or photos that they have provided, from elements that they provide, text that you can add, your own things you can upload, and so on and so forth. It is literally all there. What I would like to start by doing is doing something as boring as using one of these cheeky little templates that kind of breaks it off for us. Now, what I want to do as well is go a bit more on theme with the color we're using and change that to black. And I'm going to change that to maybe the yellow or a similar yellow that we use on stream. Something maybe around there. You can then play about with your spacing and kind of alter this ever so slightly, whatever really kind of works for you. I can move it over and everything else in between. But what am I doing this for? Okay, so I am going to start, or as most channels do, by having an About Me section. So let's just type in some random words here. About, no, can't find anything I like. Maybe me, no again. How about, do you know what? I'm gaming, so I'm gonna type in gaming. Okay, now this is pretty cool. I'm a console gamer, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. Now, I'd like to have that on here, but wrong color. So let's flip that. Let's change that to white. Let's get that on there like so. Play about our spacing a little bit. Get that in line. And then I just want some really simple text. So I'm going to add a heading. And I'm going to change this to maybe About Me. I'm reversing the colors. I always think that's quite nice. So I've got the white logo here. I'm going to keep the white writing here. Or, sorry, I did mention reversing colors. So let's try changing that to black. That worked? Yeah, we go. So we've got the black background here. And then this here. So let's just resize this a little bit. Let's bump up the... Oh, that's probably a little bit too big. Get it to the size that works for us. Okay, that's about right. And actually, do you know what? I spoke about inverting the colors. So what I kind of fancy trying is... Okay, I quite like that. So you see how I mean, like they've kind of reversed the colors and things, but you can play about and do this however you choose. Once you're happy and you've got your final design, you can just hit download and we go like so. And that is just preparing my design for me. It'll give you a few options and bits and pieces about upgrading your account, but to do what we're doing today, you really don't need to worry too much about that. And here we go. Here's my custom panel. Pretty easy. It's taken me a matter of minutes and it's almost ready to put live onto my channel. Now, the way that Mixer works is unfortunately I can't just import any image to go in this space. I need it in a specific kind of HTML picture format. Sounds complicated. I assure you we're going to make this nice and easy. So here is another website that I use. Again, I'll link it below, but it's called Flickr.com. So let's head over to here. Again, you will need to create an account. Doesn't cost you a penny, won't take too long at all. And when you are here and you're finally in, you're just going to go to the upload section. Now, because this is my pre-existing account that I've used for my Zeus channel, you're probably going to see a couple of bits and pieces I've done before on here. So let me just try and... Here we go. So find your file, click it up, upload it. There we go. It is sitting in Flickr. I'm then going to upload this, but I mean, if you wanted to be really, really organized at this point, you could create a whole host of these and then do them all together. So here is my About Me that I've just created. So once it's on that previous screen that you saw, it'll upload here in quite big, slightly distorted format. Don't worry too much about that. I just want you to left click on that image for me as soon as that is available. What you are going to do thereafter is move down here into the bottom right hand corner where this little arrow is, and I want you to view this in all sizes. Once you've done that, you just want to right click now on this image, so just here, so right click that and then left click on open image in new tab. We've then got this here. What you then actually want is this URL that's at the top. So I'm going to Control C and copy that. Head back across to my mixer here. Click on this little image icon just here. So it says image. And then in the URL, I'm going to Control V and post that there. There we go. As simple as that. So we can play about them with our spacing. We can move that wherever we see fit on the page. I think it looks quite nice to have it smack bang in the middle. And then we can just write, hi, my name is, welcome to my page, and all those usual bits and pieces. You can go ahead and follow this format to create a whole host of other headers to break down your page. I would probably do them for things such as your social media. If you do have any, I would suggest things like Discord, Instagram, YouTube are important and maybe worth looking at. You definitely want your schedule. You definitely want the times and dates that you're going to be live. So people that are enjoying your content know when to come back and view your page. I would certainly get some rules there as well, so the page looks slightly more professional. And you can go on and do as much or as little as this as you see fit. Whatever works for you, whatever you think is going to sit with your brand, go ahead and get it in here. And just to clarify, everything that I've put in capitals here are where I would use these custom headers that we have created. So at this stage, we should now hopefully have our About Me. So I'm just going to save that quickly. There we go. Got our About Me, and everything's starting to come together. I'm just going to refresh this page here and see if our logo has worked. There we go. So like I said, it can take a little bit of time, guys, but that's up and live now as well. Probably could have changed that yellow a little bit to get it a bit more on brand, but the black and everything else, it just fits quite nicely. For me, with a new streamer, doing this kind of stuff already looks about 80% better than what you'll see the majority of people that you're going up against and starting out with. So take some time on this page in this 24 hours that you have. And there we go. It is as simple as that. I've obviously whistled through some of this quite quickly, but you do have the opportunity to go back at certain points of that video and rewatch until it makes absolute sense. As always with anything that I do. I am more than happy for you to ask 101 questions. There are no silly questions, so please comment below on my YouTube channel. Maybe hit me up on my Discord and come and ask me there, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Or if I am live streaming on Mixer, which again is linked below, that is probably the promptest way to get a reply. Come and ask me live, and I will answer and talk you through it and explain exactly what I'm doing. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. These videos will probably start to get a little bit more content heavy now because we've ticked some of the easier boxes. So we're going to start getting into some more detail about getting our stream ready to go live for the first time and how to actually monetize our channel at some stage so that we can potentially start earning ever so slightly when we are streaming from people being able to donate things called embers, and we will get into that in the upcoming videos. But once again, thanks for watching. Please stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you all hopefully very soon on my next video, which will be in very near future. Chat soon, guys.